Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Taylin, dietitian from Tacoma. Pleasure to have you with me today. Our fall recipe is going to be a pomegranate and pear salad. Now this recipe is super simple, super versatile, but today I'm just going to show you the assembly of the salad at its basic level. So let me introduce you to our ingredients. Baby kale. You can of course use full-grown kale and massage that with olive oil. You can also use spinach or arugula or pretty much any other leafy green vegetable. A pomegranate, I'm going to show you how to cut this. I'm going to be using a Bosc pear, and that's because this is one of the most firm pears out there. And so since this is going into a salad and I don't want it to totally crumble and turn into mush, I want it to have its integrity, I'm using a Bosc pear. Walnuts, you can have them plain like I do here today, or you can toast them like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And a lemon, and that's to prevent the pear from oxidizing or browning. If you're not following an entirely plant-based diet like a vegan diet, you can go ahead and add a bonus with some gorgonzola cheese. Whenever I make salads, I like to dress the lettuce first. So I'll take my kale, about half of it, shake up my delightful zesty orange ginger dressing, put just a drizzle on it, toss it. And the reason why I do this is so the dressing is evenly coated and you get that flavor in every bite. But I find that you actually use less dressing this way too. Okay, so the salad's evenly dressed. You can of course add more dressing to taste for your individual bowl. Now I'm gonna show you how to cut a pomegranate. Go ahead and fill your sink up with water. Doesn't need to be all the way full, but maybe about a third of the way full. So you want it just deep enough to where your pomegranate is fully submerged. Make sure your sink is clean, of course. So because pomegranate juice stains, and because at the moment you cut into the pomegranate, the juice goes flying everywhere, I'm cutting it underwater. So I went ahead and took my knife, rotated the pomegranate in my hand, and now it broke apart perfectly. There's a little mess, as you can see. I'm now going to break apart the pomegranate with my hands and free out all of the inner seeds. I'm telling you, when you do it this way, you will have minimal mess and it makes for an easy cleanup. Once you're done, you will see that the seeds sink and all the white pith floats. It's therefore really easy to take a sieve and just collect all the floating pith and then discard it into your compost. Now you just gather your pomegranate seeds and then drain your sink. Let's cut our pear. I can already tell how much more firm this guy is compared to my other pears. Now to tell if it's too firm or not, you can do something called check the neck. And what we're looking for is a little bit of give on the flesh of the pear. So I'll take my finger and I press. And I should feel a little bit of give, and that means our pear is ready. If you feel like your pear is not ready, then you can actually just place it on the countertop room temperature until that flesh starts to give a little bit, and then your pear will be soft, sweet, and juicy. Pears actually don't ripen on the tree, so they're not going to get soft, juicy, and ripe until they've been picked and have been exposed to nice, warm climates. So I'm just gonna slice my pear into nice thin strips. You can also do dices if you prefer that for your salad. But I'm gonna lay my pear across the top, so I think the strips look good for presentation's sake. Watch out for your core, of course. Take a half of a small lemon and just squeeze it over the top of your hand so that your hand catches any seeds. And this is gonna stop the pear, or not stop it, but it's going to slow down the browning so it can at least make it to your plate without turning totally brown and getting mushy. It's also gonna give it a little bit of a tartness, which I think works really well for this salad. Now we assemble. Let's add our kale, some walnuts, some pomegranate seeds, a little bit of our gorgonzola cheese. Now, it is a stinky cheese. It's considered a blue cheese. If you do not like blue cheese, you can of course use chèvre, or pecorino cheese would work really well. You could use a feta. You could use a classic blue cheese. I think anyone would work perfectly. And finally, the star of the show, our pear. I'm gonna lay it kind of nicely on top for a beautiful presentation. And here you have it, folks. Pomegranate pear salad. Enjoy.